Hello everyone, this is Mr. Granlund here, live from Mr. Granlund Studios, and I'm here with a special treat here. I've been getting some emails and calls and FaceTimes, and the request is out there that Mr. Granlund teach you how to make one of these sock puppets. Loads of fun will be had by you, so let's switch to the studio camera and take a look at how to make a sock puppet. All right, first off, you're going to take your sock and you're going to lay it so the heel part is facing up, and we're going to turn our sock inside out. So I grab on the end, slide it past, and now my sock is inside out. What we're going to do is we're going to cut some pieces of cardboard to glue onto the inside to make that mouth. So I'm going to make it about the size of the toe here and cut a nice little half circle. And I'm going to stick it on the inside here. Now this is a fabric glue, and you can use just a regular glue or even hot glue. This will take a little longer to stick down because it's a bit wet. And what this does is this is going to make it easier for the mouth to move when you're talking. It's going to hold its shape a little bit better. Okay? I'm going to pause this here, and when it's dry, it'll take a few minutes to dry, you're going to flip it back right side out and place it heel up. My glue is dry now, so I'm going to flip this back inside out. And now I'm going to tuck that mouth inside. So I'm going to put my hand in here. I'm going to push that mouth closed around my hand. And there you can see it working. Now I'm going to place it with the mouth in there, and I'm going to place it so the heel part is down. Now we're going to start decorating. All right, I've gotten out some supplies here. This is like the felt things that you put on the underside of chairs, and it has like a sticky back to it. These are really nice to use. And I also have some round ones, and I could use these for eyes. You can also use googly eyes, or if you want, you can try sewing on different things like buttons. In my other animals, my other sock puppets, I sewed on the buttons here, and they made like eyebrows and nose. All of that decoration is up to you. I'm going to make some eyes with these little felt pads here. I'm just going to draw in the black part of the eye. And here's a little trick. I make a little circle there, and then I color around that circle, and it gives me kind of a cartoon shiny spot, just like that. So I'm going to do that again. Big oval, small circle, and then color it in. Now I'm going to cut some eyebrows. I'm going to give this sock puppet some really thick eyebrows. Now, depending on what position you put the eyebrows in, it can make them look mad or surprised or confused. Things like that. So think about the expression you want your sock puppet to have, and put the eyebrows. If you want to put eyebrows, you don't have to have eyebrows, but if you can give them an expression through how you put the eyebrows on there. All right, let's give this little guy a nose. That's looking pretty good so far. Now, I really enjoyed these floppy ears that I made. And what I did to make these is I sewed on a piece of sock that was all kind of torn and busted up. You might have some worn out socks somewhere. And if you do, go ahead and cut it up. And you can use that fabric for your sock puppet. And I'm going to sew them on to the side of the head above the eyebrows. Now, if you don't know how to sew, that's fine. Maybe there's someone in your house that knows how to sew. It's not very difficult, actually. It takes some getting used to. I remember I was probably around 6 or 7 years old when my mom and grandma first taught me how to sew. They actually taught me how to sew on a sewing machine. And those are sweet machines. I also learned in elementary school how to sew from my teachers. And it's a skill that I love to use. I've used it a lot in my life. It's kind of amazing how it is useful from time to time. Sometimes fixing clothing, or making sock puppets. The trickiest part is trying to get this little thread through the eye of the needle here. One of the things that helps me to get that thread through the needle is if I lick my finger and then I wet the end of the thread. It makes it a little bit easier to go through the eye of the needle there. Now here's a sewing trick that my good friend Jan Jensen taught me when I was in the scene shop in college. You lick your finger, and then you wrap the thread around your finger 3 or 4 times. 2, 3. And then I'm going to pinch the thread and roll it off the end of my finger. When it gets to the end of my finger, I pull it tight, and that makes a nice big knot on the end. And what this does is it locks it into the fabric so it doesn't pull out when you're sewing. That's a neat trick. Thank you, Jan. And now I'm just going to go in and out through the top sock. And I'm just being careful not to poke myself. And if you poke yourself, it's okay. It's not a big deal. Now I want to make a knot, so I have a loop, and I'm going to put my thread through it and pull it tight. That kind of locks it in place. I'll do that a couple of times. It's not hurting anything. I'm going to tie it off, and then I'll cut off the excess thread so I don't have too much laying around there. So through there. 1 knot, 2 for safety. I'll cut off the rest. Now our sock puppet is done. All right, so there you go. And that's how you make a sock puppet. This has been Mr. Granlund live from Mr. Granlund Studios, and I hope you have a great Titan day.